Hello friends and welcome back to some Hearthstone and welcome to some Dragon Warrior. We're going to go through the whole gambit here of trying out all of the different dragon classes, the classes with their dragon variants. I'll keep this opening hand. I like this opening hand. So this is definitely not necessarily a new list. This is something that's been floating around out there for quite some time. Against Mage, sure, all Finley. If it's OTK, well then I'm hoping to win before then. I don't know what's better. Let's take the steady shot. I mean, I don't know. I don't even know how I feel about Finley here. Maybe I need to look up and see what people actually are thinking with the Finley action going on. I want to develop a board here, though. I feel like that gives me a few more options for moving into the next couple turns. And we obviously do need to start pumping in some serious face damage. That's okay. Because now Frothing's going to come down and be able to do some good work. One of the great things about this deck with the Dragon variant, and including the Draconoid Crusher, is you can sometimes Corruptor your way down to 15. Crusher's kind of a cool and scary card. Whoa! Okay, so I can buff up Berserker really high now. Not that high. It's +1 per damage, so I can go 1, 2, so I can go 4, 5 damage in face, and then have a bit of a board. Or I can save the Ichor for later. I think I'll save the Ichor for later, and get a little bit extra face damage in with the hero power, as opposed to buffing up the Berserker and too much higher. Because if this eats a Fireball this turn, that's pretty good. We're at 4 + 3 is only 7, and then we're right down to 15 then. Oh wow, we are gonna be doing tons of face damage now. That's an interesting choice. Hold on, how do we do this? This goes to 4, 6, 4 + 3 is 7 and 8. So all Corruptor here. And then we get down to below 15 and our Crusher's activated. Although, I mean, I really want to Crusher next turn, but I may not be able to if we need to do something a little bit faster here. And we're still a turn away from getting Flame Striked out of the game. So that's very good news. That's probably negligible and kind of silly with Frothing Berserker. Because I just win now, right? Yeah, wow. Okay, well, I think this is a bad this is probably not fair to... I mean, that was great, winning in 3 minutes there, that's cool. Let's just keep going then. But, yeah, okay, so people say this deck is supposed to be powerful. And I mean, I have been floating around 15 to 14, 13 with the Dragon Paladin, so I have no problem trying this out to see really what this deck is capable of doing here. Shaman, the other super strong deck on ladder right now, I guess. We'll just hang on to some early game. There's lots of interesting early game that we can have. Okay, I guess we're going to use Corruptor at some point anyways, no matter what now. So we can't coin anything out now. I mean, I would coin out Champion if we run into a 1-3, but otherwise we're going to go and wait. Curator's an interesting addition here as well, because we have lots of dragons, obviously. Oh, that's annoying. I will run into it, actually.
For the Lifebinder, for the Dragon Queen.
Just because I don't want to have to be dealing with a really full board, especially when I don't have tons of reactive things. That's... Even if it hits here, if we could draw War Axe, we'll go with that. Oh. Oh, that's not ideal, is it? Okay, so we have a couple options. We can... I think we'll get stuck trading in now. And I do want to keep my dragon for next turn in the event that we need it. Yeah, I think I'm going to keep the dragon and just poke the face here. And in this matchup, until we really know what's going on, I think in most Shaman matchups, I'll probably want to keep this hero power anyways. I don't think it's going to be too much of an advantage to lose the armoring up. I think the armoring up is really going to help. If this goes face, we're okay.
That's incredible.
Yeah, that was incredible. Okay, we need to be squelching. Oh, this kind of hurts now, doesn't it? We can poke through and then coin out the Corruptor, which I think is what we're going to do. So we can kind of get some... We're getting some value from this N'Zoth first mate, which is kind of the idea behind it. And then we do have a follow-up play if we need to, although, and obviously, Crusher is not going to be activated anytime soon, it looks like. Yikes. Okay, is there any way to do this better? Three... Okay, so the play that I like doing is War Axe, attack in, attack the first mate, and then Ravaging Ghoul to clear the board, and then this 5 goes face. I feel like that keeps more pressure on the Shaman here. That's one of the things that I'm trying to get a little bit better at, is realizing that in order to be the aggressor here, obviously we need to have the board, because in Hearthstone you get to choose where you're attacking. Maybe these are very simple things, but as we try and climb out of the teen ranks, these simple things sometimes really matter. Okay, that's a decent one to see. That's unfortunate. If we rolled both 2s, we're in good shape. Or at least 1 2. Let's not be greedy. Ah, okay. Yeah, see, I was a little greedy there with what I asked for, and I kind of deserved that result. So I'm going to play 2 of these cards, I think. And I think I'll trade the Kor'kron into the 1/1. Basically, just to keep more things on board. And then knowing next turn that I'm gonna, you know, get a couple minions back into my hand. And then because Curator's drawing Beast, Dragon, and Murloc, which is such a cool concept, I really love it. I think it's gonna be really interesting moving forward, having Curator around for a while. And that I'm not even too upset about, because we are now down and we can throw down a Crusher. So the question is then what's better? And let's do this and keep pumping in damage, because if the Curator eats a... Oh, so many cards, there we go. Wow, this deck is working out great in a sample size of 2 games. Yeah, because if we eat a Hex here, that's really not the end of the world, because then we'll just Crusher next turn. And I think I'm just gonna... Oh wait, do we have lethal here? Hold on. Do we have lethal? This is 7, 8... Yeah, we have lethal here. Okay. There we go. One thing we gotta watch for, right? Is not missing lethal anymore. Because I've been doing that a little bit lately. Boom. Turn 8 lethal, Dragon Warrior. I'm gonna keep going. I'll see you next time. That was fun though.